Norm Traversy and myself are going to get together. I'll have this ready for Saturday. But we're going to do two things. Now, I want to bring this up. Norm Traversy knows a lot about the film industry and about a lot of things that even I didn't know, and I know a lot about the film industry. So I wanted to get together with Norm and talk about some of this stuff. And we're going to do a movie review, and it's going to be Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo. And we're going to talk about all of it. And Norm knows a lot about this stuff. He knows about a school they send him to have certain accents and everything. And if you notice, a lot of these, like Grace Kelly and all these, Hermes, they have this accent. It's not English. It's not American, though. And it's a purposeful accent, and he knows all about it. And so we're going to talk about all these very strict machinations that are going on inside these films while you think you're just being entertained, but you're not. It's doing all kinds of other, these are military. I mean, Alfred Hitchcock, they didn't give him all those awards and adulations for nothing. So you can look forward to that. And then I'm going to finish up this intel. So I'm going to do the most important stuff first here today. So I'm skipping around, but I'm going to start here. My info is for the people who awake and want to know what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, and to make sure people don't panic. That's what this intel is for. My info is for the people who awake and want to know what's going to happen and how it's going to happen, and to make sure people don't panic. Look, we don't deserve to panic. We're not the ones. We're trying to find out the truth. And so we have to open up our minds and expand our thinking as to where this type of truth is going to come from. They have not been suppressing all of our DNA for nothing. We have abilities that we don't know about because it's all been suppressed. So there's a lot of stuff in here. And so let's get into it. So CH21 says, remember when I said Buckingham Palace, Vatican, White House, and 34 plus other satanic buildings will be hit with direct energy weapons? Starlink, Satellite, Space Force, Galactic Alliance. Now it's time to keep an eye on the bullshitters, MSM. So that's what I think might have happened to the Georgia Guidestones. Because they're not going to, you know how the direct energy weapons just hit the thing. If I get too technical here, you can stop me. I'm not trying to talk above you or anything. But anyway, you know how the direct energy weapons, they just focus on the one thing and they go down and hit that, and then everything around it seems to be okay. And it was suspicious during the California fires, but now they have a good use for this. And that's what CH21 is saying, that these satanic buildings will be hit with direct energy weapons. And how? Starlink, Satellite, Space Force, Galactic Alliance. Now it's time to keep an eye on the bullshitters, MSM. When you hear certain leaders threaten a destination with nukes, for example, Putin said, first nukes he sets off will hit London. That means Buckingham Palace. It'll be direct energy. That's what it's going to be. I say this again. There's not one nuke on Earth, not one. They were all seized 2 years ago, maybe longer. They were all dismantled and melted down. The fact nuke war has always been to scare, a scare tactic. Not even the reptilians would have allowed that. As soon as they're made, usually positive ET defuse them straight away. So as soon as the nukes are made, the positive ETs diffuse them. And Kim Jong-un has been replaced. That's an actor running North Korea under white hat. Under white hat control. Sorry, I had to turn the page. All white hats, well, most all age regressed for the last 60 years. So it's been the same people all the time. Over 200,000 of them this month for sure. Finally will be big. Like I said, even the most awake, so-called most informed truthers, they'll all think they've been tricked, mind fucked. Like this ain't how it meant to happen. I've been watching still, and all these truthers and true news, etc. Don't get me wrong, they've done a great job waking a few up. But what's about to happen, like I've been saying for bloody years, is going to blow the socks off humanity. I'm going to stop here. It has to. It has to. Look at what is happening with these. How many different ways can I call them stupid? I mean, I have to invent new ways these people are. It's dumbness like we've never seen before. It's like galactic stupidity, you know? It's on a galactic scale. I've never seen stupidity like this. And it's hive mind, it's mass hysteria what they have. They are just the most ridiculous people that have ever lived. And I'd like to be the one to inform them, but they wouldn't believe me. They wouldn't listen to me. God. No, it has to blow the socks off humanity. They won't know where to turn, what to think, who to listen to. They won't know what hit them. I also said before, some of the stuff I say is even too far out for most awake. I call them they because there have been all different ones pumping me stuff. And he talks about he gets headaches sometimes from the information he's getting. And he's been getting it since he was a kid. But nobody would ever listen to him, and now it's all happening. This sun flare is what's going to freak out humanity as well. It's getting to a stage where they can control the sun and the speed and the process up if needed. So I'm going to stop here too, because lots of people are saying that this is a big event in the universe, and that there's a lot of people, and not people, but you know what I mean. There's a lot of beings here to watch it and to help. And so this makes sense. I mean, there's all kinds of massive technology that we don't know anything about. When you talk about somebody hollowing out an asteroid, okay, coming over here, knocking planets around and creating this matrix out of planets and vibrations and frequencies and stuff. This is all way out of our knowledge base. I mean, this has been hidden from us. So this makes sense that they are controlling the natural events and that they have always had that ability to know about natural events, because we don't even have that knowledge. All these pyramids and structures and Osiris's penis all over the place, and we don't really have a grasp of what it's actually doing to us as people and to the universe in general. It says it's getting to a stage where they can control the sun and speed the process up if needed. New world finance system can't start until our fifth DNA is fixed. Fixed. You see, we're not getting anything extra. It needs to be fixed. We are broken. Boy, oh boy, can you really tell that? Not us. We're not the most broke. There's some people that are broke worse than us. Man, I've never seen, you talk about events in the sky and stuff like that. I've never seen anything like these stupid people. It's the most mind-boggling thing that's ever happened. So how does anybody even get that stupid? I have no idea, but these are people don't feel, they don't see, they don't think, they don't want to think. That's just it. They don't want to think. Oh, God. So we need something exactly like this. And so this resonates with me totally. And it says the new world finance system can't start until our DNA, fifth DNA strands are fixed, our five, fifth dimension DNA strand, whatever. This is a must with new justice system and the banking system. We can't have these stupid ass people walking around. And, we just can't. We can't be stupid like we are. We can't be retarded like we are, because they've done it to us. And we can't go forward now. We have to fix it. So the new world finance system can't start until our DNA is fixed. And this is a must with new justice system and banking system, because a lot of it's going to be I'm watching all these murder stories, and the more I watch, the more I see that these people are hybrids. They want to kill. There was a guy, I've watched 3 of them, because they're saying the same things about these people. And these people are saying the same things in their confessions, that they just wanted to kill. They wanted to do it. They wanted to feel what it was like, and they loved it. Okay? Lizard logic right there in your face. So that's why these things are happening, is because, number one, you've got these hybrids and I think these vril menaces. I really do, because there was one guy, I should get that video and show it to you guys so you could see what a real vril lizard looks like. A vril in a human body. And I believe that's how they back engineered the vril, if you will, and they figured out how to do it through the eye. It's not a coincidence that this vril thing goes in through the eye and parasites off a human body, and that they're cloning and basically doing the same thing, and all their eyes are messed up. That's not an accident. So it talks about a lot of fake truthers, and I think you know who I'm talking about. I don't have to mention the name, because I think that this is exactly right. That if the name is mentioned, that's what happened to my video on Rumble the other night. And by the way, people on Rumble, there's a video that's been hidden from you by Rumble. I don't know whether it's on purpose or what, but it feels like it. It's not on my timeline. And I'm going to re-upload it and just call it missing video, because apparently if you say anything about some of these people, they will hide your videos or delete your videos. So it says right here that that's the one. These are the ones. And there's a council of 20. And this is where all the thumbs down and trolling comes from. Everyone who's been around Trump, everyone. So it says everyone who's been around Trump hated him. And that was done on purpose, I'm sure. And a few of these were going to try to assassinate him. They were going to try to assassinate him. White hats and Trump knew. They poisoned him, shot him, tried to hit him with single him out with energy weapons. They just needed to catch these rats with their hands and the till. Trump been well safe. Blue Water found that Trump rally with famous people behind him. So I would like to go see that. So it says, Blue Water found that Trump rally with famous people behind him. What even the most awake need to keep in their heads, because they don't. Everyone humanity thinks is alive is dead. But everyone humanity thinks is dead is alive. Oh yeah, all those fake nuke destinations. MSM will bullshit about. When they're destroyed, every last destination will become bird sanctuaries. Sun flare and pulse will fix our bodies and most of our 5th DNA, but celestial chambers will help do the rest. CH21 writes with an accent. Sometimes I don't read it right. Let me read that again. MSM will bullshit about when they destroyed every last destination. And they will become bird sanctuaries. All these evil places that, castles and stuff. You can hear Arizona Wilder talking about that. I think it's Balmoral Castle. And it has reptilian eggs down there. Under the castle, there are eggs. And they incubate them down there. It's just sickening. So all of these places are going to be destroyed by direct energy weapons. And, the mainstream media, it says they will bullshit about. And they will actually just spread the bullshit thick when these things are being destroyed. But they will all become bird sanctuaries. And the sun flare and the pulse will fix our bodies and most of our 5th DNA. But the celestial chambers will help do the rest. And the flare and the pulse will totally fix some of us. And he says he's having trouble sleeping at the moment. It's a great sign for him. So there's famous people turning up at rallies with Trump, and that's how safe and how close we are. They're telling us, don't worry. It's all good. They're prepping the sheep for the nukes, etc., etc. A lot of noise this month. They're still going with the 3-day blackout and 10-day lockdown thing. If you bought gold and silver online when you walk into your new bank, they will ask for it all. You will be compensated because it's all stolen metal, so to speak. So this is what he's saying and what Blue Water's saying. If you bought gold and silver online from just a channel, that doesn't go back to a big company like Silvertown and all of that stuff, or what's the other one? Ampex, and those are the reliable dealers, okay? If you go through the reliable dealers directly, you're fine. But if you go through these people, it's probably going to be stolen gold. And it says hundreds of medbed centers have been put up all over the planet right under our noses. One of the best things for me, CH21, is that I am not alone no more. No, you're not alone, CH21. A lot of people are resonating with your intel. So I'm jumping around here, but there are certain things I highlighted that I wanted to go over today. The most important stuff that I think everybody wants to know. So it says sometime all the unvaxxed will start getting sharp, random headaches. Soon to the side of the head and at the back and at the top. This is parts of the brain activating what never been activated before. It will adapt to the ether around us. Most of the sheep won't handle it. There's a lot of sheep what haven't had kill shots, believe it or not. They've been showing me new gateways, what were being used in future. A lot has changed since we remembered last time. Now this, I don't remember anything, but a lot of people are saying that they remember past lives and stuff. I don't remember anything, but I did have that dream. Maybe it wasn't a dream. Maybe it was a memory or something, but I don't know. I feel like it was a dream, but anyway, whatever. I have no memory of any past life. Of course, they wipe your memories, so I always make that joke. I have no memory of it. So he's saying, well, people who remember where they came from, they're going to have a lot of gateways opened, and those people are going to be able to go back to that place, but that things are going to be different. It's going to be different. Like when I went back to Washington, D.C., or even Sarasota, Florida, when I came back to Sarasota, I thought this isn't even the same place. That's why I don't live there. And it says we're going to all get the memories of where we came from and our past and everything, because we don't know really. And we don't know. Of course, you could always go to Ancestry.com. They'll give you all the answers you need. It says, just one other thing I wanted to clear up. I've been attacked a few times by know-all fuck-alls on chemtrails. I was right on that too. For the last 70 plus years, reptilians been trying to create their own vacuum through the ether. This was so when they proper took over, they wouldn't have to walk about in their human form, and many other advantages. They would have benefited from having their own vacuum. Yes, chemtrails have been killing humanity slowly and keeping the sick sick. But Trump and white hats, like I said, stopped the negative toxic chemicals nearly 3 years ago. Now they've been creating and repairing the new free energy ether in the airspace. Mention to your watchers to look up when it thunder and lightning again. Next, it's purple lightning. The purple is the free energy. That's what Tesla wanted humanity to have in the first place. And they perfected it over the last 60 years. They've been cleansing Earth as well and controlling weather against deep state flooding, distraction, etc., etc. And most of all, they've been protecting us from the sun. That's what I mean. That solar flare going to come in any time. And a little tip for all watchers, start prepping and warning your kids and your teens. Have you seen these kids' teens just when they can't find their charger for 5 minutes? 13 days without internet. 1,000% fact. Trump, Diana, JFK Jr., and his wife and white hats want humanity worldwide, every last breathing soul's full attention. So that's what this is about. This event, shock therapy. And that's exactly what they need. So yeah, that you're going to see some purple lightning, and the purple is the free energy that Tesla wanted humanity to have in the first place. And they've actually perfected it over the last 60 years. And they've been cleansing the earth as well. This is what I said. This isn't just something that just popped up. This has been going on for a long time. And even Mark Taylor's prophecy says, all of heaven is cheering you on. I believe it's his prophecy that says that. And also that this is the battle of old, that this has been in process. So it's been perfected. They've actually been perfecting the free energy over the last 60 years and cleansing the earth and controlling the weather against the deep state flooding and stuff. And remember that hurricane that came towards Florida and then it took a right-hand turn real quick? So I thought that was like a show of weather control. In my opinion, I took it that way. So that's the most important stuff that I have right now. And I'm going to end this video. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday. Friday, I'll be working with Norman, but I won't have the video uploaded until Saturday. And this is Deplorable McAllister and my dog Truman, and we are signing off.